Every morning, two invisible forces knock at your door. One is motivation, exciting, emotional, and loud. The other is discipline, quiet, boring, and patient. Most people open the door only when motivation arrives. But the people who truly change their lives? They open the door for discipline every single day. This is the story of one ordinary man who discovered that discipline, not motivation, is the real power behind success. Ayan was not lazy, but he was inconsistent. Some days, he felt unstoppable, waking up early, planning his goals, dreaming big. Other days, he felt empty, scrolling on his phone, promising himself, "I'll start tomorrow." Ayan believed motivation was everything. He watched motivational videos, read quotes, and waited for that perfect feeling to begin working. And when motivation came, he worked hard. But when it disappeared, as it always did, his progress stopped. Years passed. Dreams stayed the same. Life did not. One evening, Ayan met his old school friend, Hamza. Hamza was never the smartest student, never the most talented. But today he was fit, confident, and successful. Ayan finally asked, "Bro, what's your secret? How do you stay motivated all the time?" Hamza smiled and replied calmly, "I don't." That answer shocked Ayan. Hamza continued, "I don't rely on motivation. I rely on discipline." He explained how he wakes up at the same time every day, even when he feels tired. How he works on his goals even when he feels bored. How he keeps promises to himself, not because he feels like it, but because he decided to. Motivation comes and goes, Hamza said. But discipline stays if you train it. That night, Ayan couldn't sleep. He realized a painful truth. He wasn't failing because he lacked motivation. He was failing because he lacked daily discipline. The next morning, Ayan made a simple decision. Not a big plan. Not a huge goal. Just one rule. No matter how I feel, I will do the work. He started small. 10 minutes of reading. 15 minutes of exercise. 20 minutes of focused work. Some days felt good. Most days felt boring. But he continued. There were mornings when his mind said, "Skip today." There were evenings when excuses screamed louder than his goals. But discipline whispered, "Do it anyway." Weeks passed. Then months. Something changed. Ayan no longer waited for motivation. He moved even when he felt tired. He worked even when he felt uninspired. Slowly, his confidence grew, not because life became easy, but because he became stronger than his excuses. Discipline gave him something motivation never could: self-trust. He trusted himself to show up. He trusted himself to keep going. He trusted himself to finish what he started. 1 year later, Ayan looked back at his life and barely recognized the old version of himself. Not because he became extraordinary, but because he became consistent. Here is the truth most people don't want to hear. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is intentional. Motivation asks, "How do I feel today?" Discipline says, "This is what must be done." If you only work when you feel motivated, your success will always be temporary. But if you build daily discipline, your growth becomes unstoppable. You don't need a perfect mood. You don't need a perfect time. You don't need a perfect plan. You need one decision: to show up every day, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Because discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. And the life you dream about? It is built quietly, one disciplined day at a time.